All right, so let's put our skills to the test in classifying chemical reactions based upon their chemistry, specifically classifying reactions as either combination, two simpler substances put together to form something more complex, decomposition, that complex substance breaking apart into simpler substances, single displacement, where one species changes places with another, or double displacement. Every species in a chemical reaction changes partners. And so we've got some five examples here. And so looking at these with regards to combination, the formation of a more complex substance, let me get my little pointer here. We see that this first one, we have wrong point. We have two simpler substances to give you something more complex. So reaction 1 and reaction 5 would both be combination reactions. Two simpler substances to give you something that's more complex. Thinking about the opposite, decomposition, we see that number 4, that is breaking apart to give from a complex substance to give you two simpler substances. So that would be a decomposition reaction. I'll just call it DC. So now let's think about single or double displacement. So looking at number 2, I see I have two ionic compounds. And when looking at the products, I see that the cation from one, specifically the barium, paired with the anion, the sulfate from the other, and vice versa. So that reaction number 2 would be a double displacement reaction. Everybody switched partners. If I was to ask you if you could further subclassify that double displacement reaction, hopefully you would look at that state of the barium sulfate and see that it is a solid, it is insoluble. And so this number 2 equation, that is a double displacement reaction, is also a precipitation reaction. Last but not least, we have equation number 3, where we've got aluminum reacting with iron 3 oxide, and we see that the aluminum and the iron have switched places, just one switch. So that would be a single displacement reaction. We'll just put SD. So for the worksheet that I will have on Canvas for this chapter, as well as for the exam for this unit, you should feel comfortable being able to classify a chemical reaction based upon these categories.